Hello, everyone. My name is Judy, and I'm a certified life mastery consultant or life and business coach. And I just wanted to, first of all, welcome you wherever you're coming from, whatever time it is. This is just a brief teaching on something that's really important. First of all, I'm part of a wonderful community. I have my own company called Evolution Solutions, but I'm also part of Coaching in Life, which you can find at coachinginlife.com. Maybe you're already watching this from coachinginlife.com, but if you're not, just know we're a community of coaches from all backgrounds and all different types of coaching experiences, as well as hypnosis, spirituality coaching, transformational coaching, you name it. We have coaches to cover all types of needs from anything you're looking for. So it's an amazing community of spirited coaches with years of experience available to you. And one of the resources we offer is just these type of things where we do short teachings where you can just get something out of it and apply it right away. We also have webinars. We have different Q&A, not only calls, but opportunities, office hours, if you're part of our community where you can post questions and receive answers not only from coaches, but from fellow participants that are part of this Cal community. Cal community is actually what we call it. So with that, I want to start a teaching. This is a really important teaching in that it's about the connection between what we think about and really what we bring about and what we're creating in reality. So a lot of us, we have something we want right now, but we don't have it in our physical life. And the disconnect happens when we think about something and the thinking about it doesn't match what I was saying, what we actually have in our reality. But I want you to ask yourself a question right now. What are you thinking about? So are you typically thinking about the life that you really want to be living? Or are you mostly thinking about what's happening in your current reality? Because as long as we're thinking equal to our current environment, we tend to make decisions in the same way, which produce the same results and outcomes in our lives. So in order to think, and in order to produce a new outcome and have a new reality, we first of all need to know what it is we want and then use our thoughts to connect our current reality with the future that we want. Because when you wake up every day, you typically, what we do is, for me, being Judy, I search for the familiar feeling called Judy, and then I step out of bed and I go through my day pretty much on autopilot. If I don't do anything differently, right? If I don't know what I'm sharing with you today, I'm just going to move through my day pretty much as I did yesterday. In fact, we think somewhere between 60 and 70,000 thoughts every single day, and 90% of those thoughts are repetitive thoughts from the day before and the day before and the day before. So think about that. Just logically, if you're thinking the same thoughts day in and day out, aren't you going to be producing or doing things, making decisions in the same way? And pretty much, even though the scenery may change, you may, go to a different place or even have a different job or have a different relationship, more or less you're still experiencing the same type of reality, the same level of satisfaction with your current reality. So now what we have to do is, first of all, understand what it is we want and get really clear on what we want. And in my Dream Builder program, and this is a program that I teach, the very first thing that I have my clients do is to create a blueprint. Just like if you're going to build a new house, you have to have a blueprint, right? You can't just go to an architect or a builder and say, hey, can you build me a really nice, happy home with a view, right? What is a happy home with a view? So just as you have to be very specific if you're going to build a new home, you have to be very specific if you want to build a new life. So you want to capture that very clearly, not only on paper, but I also have a tool that I use with my clients called Mind Movies, where you're actually creating a movie of your life that has music, that has pictures, that has captions, that really activate and stimulate your brain. So the first thing is to get really clear on what you want. The next thing is to match that, to really start to imagine, if I were living that life, what are the thoughts that person would think? I guarantee you those thoughts are different than the thoughts you're thinking today. And I know that because if your thoughts were those thoughts, you'd be living that life, right? So you have to start causing yourself to think in a different way. When you get up, you already are going to you're going to start imagining who that other person is and how they would step out of bed, what they would do, what would be their first habits in the morning, how do they get dressed, what kind of thoughts are running through their head, Who are they connecting with? What decisions are they making? And again, I guarantee it's very different than what you're doing today. So I wanted to get started with this very short video just to get you thinking about, if you want to have different results in your life, you have to start to think differently. If you say, well, how do I do that? First thing you want to know is, where do you want to be 3 years from today? Ask yourself, if it were 3 years from today, what would I be doing if everything worked out the way I would love it to? If my health was the way I wanted it to be, if my career was the way I wanted it to be, or my creative expression, if my time and money freedom and my relationships were exactly the way I wanted them to be, what would that look like? What would that feel like? And you want to capture that. You want to write that down. You want to be very clear. The clearer, the better. Sometimes we don't know all of the details right now, but you want to get as many things as you can written down. And as you get to go through this process of discovery, and I teach my clients this process of discovery, you start to get more and more clear. And as you get more and more clear, you start to fill in those gaps. And then you're going to start to, again, think about that person. Who is that person? What do they do? What do they say? How do they hold themselves? What habits do they have that are different from me today? Now you start closing the gap between that life there and the life today. And how do you close that gap is, okay, what resources do I need? If I know that's where I want to be and I'm standing here now, what decisions do I need to make? What resources do I need to attract to me that I don't currently have, or find out about, or research that I don't currently have? Now you're actually starting to move into action. And it's all about taking small steps. It's not about jumping from here to there. It's about, what action steps can I start taking today that will move me forward toward where I want to be tomorrow, right, in the future. And step by step by step, and you look back and it's like, wow, it's incredible how quickly this happens when you get into the right frame of mind and you just start taking small steps with a new mindset. We tend to want to produce a different future, and we're looking at our future through the lens of our past, and we're wondering why we can't get there. But we have a lot of limited thinking and obstacles that are preventing us from moving forward in the way that we really want to move forward. And I would love to be able to tell you more about this, but I at least wanted to introduce you to the concept of noticing your thoughts, creating your blueprint for where you want to be, and starting to change those thoughts to be aligned with the blueprint. Most of us will say we want something, but the majority of our thoughts are in opposition to what we say we want. We're more focused on what's going on in our current reality. So I hope that makes sense. If you want more information from me directly, you want to go to coachinginlife.com, and under Meet the Coaches, you will find me there. Again, my name is Judy Hirsch, and I would love to be able to talk to you. In fact, I will offer a 1-hour complimentary coaching call with you, so you'll have the opportunity to experience my approach to coaching. See if it's the best fit for you. And while you're on coachinginlife.com, check out all the other resources that are available. Check out all the other coaches that are available. You may find a connection with another coach. So that's what's so wonderful about coachinginlife.com, or CAL, because you have just a multitude of resources at your fingertips. So I look forward to seeing you and talking to you and helping you to really accomplish your goals. Life's way too short. If not now, when? Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.